Good morning. We're starting.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Power BI Embedded Introduction session. My name is Alon. I'm a product manager in the Power BI Embedded group. And I'm very pleased to co-present with one of our customers, Bentley Systems.
I myself, Kaustubh Page, and I'm a senior business development manager at Bentley Systems, and I'm honored to present here with Alon.
Okay. So the agenda will be a quick introduction of Power BI Embedded. Then Kaustubh will present his solution and how he embeds Power BI visuals into their application. I'll come back and drill down a little bit into product pillars and demonstrate some of our capabilities. And I'll show you how to get started in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you'll have a proof of concept of Power BI Embedded into an application. And that's it for today, I think. We'll have a Q&A at the end, of course. So I'll start with the introduction. You know that businesses run on applications. We have many customers, and customers who used to have, one Power BI portal, now have many, many applications in the enterprise or as an ISVs. And the application has lots of information inside, but only a small portion of users in the enterprise get to see the insights or to approach analytics in the applications. So they miss a lot of information. And that's not surprising because the minimum requirements for user analytics requires the enterprise or the ISV to connect to various data sources and to create a lot of visualizations that make sense and to have those visualizations in many devices. So this is rather a complicated thing to have visualizations in many applications of each customer. And so at the end, the customer has two options, either to build visualization into its application, one or many applications, to build from scratch. And we found that many, or at least our customers and our potential customers, decided to buy it. We made a survey of thousands of ISVs and enterprises of Microsoft and non-Microsoft, not only Microsoft, our competitors as well. And we reached the why buy it reasons. And customers have mentioned reasons for three groups why to buy embedded analytics. One is for their business. It's faster time to market, very fast. They connect to a BI embedded analytics solution provider, and they have the visualization inside already. It makes them stand out in the crowd. They don't have to create and to develop visualization. They take visualization from experts of visualizations and of analytics, and it makes them more competitive. And for some customers, and we've seen quite a few, it opens a new revenue stream, meaning they can do a premium of only analytics for their applications. The other groups that benefit from embedded analytics, external, buying it, is of course the developers. Developers of ISVs, and we've interviewed many, they want to develop their application. So they don't want to focus on developing analytics. It's not their expertise. It takes them out of focus, and they rather get it from outside. And they also can respond quickly to customers. Customers have all requirements all the time. We know it. We get it all the time. Each requirement requires the developers to develop something. So they rather take it ready for someone which is an expert for a long time. And of course, they use an already existing library of APIs and SDKs that us and our competitors already have, so they don't have to develop anything. And to the customers, of course, customers can make decision in context, takes action from the visual, So it makes sense to have an external visualization service provider. Okay, why choosing us? You know, we have many competitors, but we found there are many reasons why to choose Power BI Embedded, but we found 4 most appealing as we interviewed customers. First of all, you know, when you choose Power BI Embedded, you adopt decades of analytics expertise. We are built on the leader of the BI market, Power BI. Everything that comes to Power BI service eventually comes to Power BI Embedded. So we are based on the platform of a leader, and hundreds of features released annually. And you see it in this event. Many features that are released. In a few weeks, they'll be right away on Embedded, or we need to adjust them to be in Power BI Embedded. So everything that Power BI release, we have it on Embedded very quickly. We have, of course, a dedicated engineering team, not only to Power BI, but also to Power BI Embedded, like tens of engineers only for embedded analytics, only for APIs. So this is one very important reason to take Power BI Embedded. Of course, we provide total control of visuals and user experience. And when I say that, and I will also demonstrate it later, you can use theming. Everything that you can use in Power BI service, you can use theming. You can select from limitless visuals. I mean, you have the visuals and the custom visuals, and Kostov will show you how far you can get with the custom visuals embedded in their application. You can allow ad hoc with create and edit mode. You can allow your users in the embedded analytics to actually create and edit visuals. You will also see it in Bentley Systems solution. It provides answers immediately with Q&A. Power BI's Q&A can be embedded in Power BI Embedded, so Q&A can be benefits of Power BI Embedded users, which are not Power BI users. The users are not Power BI users. I will explain this later. And of course, you can maintain user flow with menu extension. This is something that Power BI service cannot do, but we can get our users to enjoy insight to action. That's why we call Power BI Embedded Power BI on steroids. It's Power BI, but a lot more than Power BI, because it gives a lot more capabilities when integrated into the application. The third reason is easy to manage and maintain deployment. I will focus it later with our demonstration, our demos. We have hundreds of APIs, APIs. I can show it here. This is just, selection of our APIs for embedding, for customizing, for automating, for managing capacity. So it's very easy to manage and deploy, maintain deployments. And one of the most important issues is the flexible pricing with no end user licensing. Okay, so Power BI Embedded, you can start for free. You can start Power BI Embedded for free, actually free. Nothing to pay. Then you can, when you go to production, you can start with the Azure capacity, which is very flexible, no commitment, starts from $1 an hour. You can use it 2 hours and stop, and that's it. You can stop it on weekends, etc. You can pause and resume. You can do this, all of this automatically with APIs, with Azure Resource Manager APIs, or using the Azure portal. You can scale between capacities to accommodate demand, and you can also automate it using Azure notifications and Azure alerts. This will allow you to automate when you have a large demand. And of course, you can bring your own authentication. You are not dependent on Microsoft authentication or AAD. You can bring your own authentication, and we'll pass the user context to Power BI with our embed token. Okay, so this was a quick, oops, not this one. This was a quick introduction to Power BI Embedded, and now let Custom show a Bentley System, one of our customers. He will show you how they do it.
Okay. Well, can I? Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll be talking about what we did with Power BI at Bentley Systems. But before I start, quick introduction to what Bentley System is. So Bentley System is a software solution provider which tries to cater to needs of professionals who are involved with infrastructure industry, may that be architect, engineer, contractor, operators. And we have products ranging from desktop, where you can create your 3D model for buildings and plants, all the way to cloud services, where you can do fantastic analytics on all the engineering data that you have created. We are about 3,500 colleagues across the globe. Our revenue comes from 170 countries. So if you look at that portfolio, we are kind of sustaining the world's infrastructure. And with this new era of analytics in construction, it's really exciting. And I'm really excited to see where the construction will go with this new data analytics trend. Now, in 2016, Gartner ran a report where they've tried to find digitalization in different industries. And construction industry barely was leading agricultural industry. So it was at the bottom most in 2016. And maybe that report itself opened eyes of some of executive management at different firms in construction industry, but things are changing since then. There has been a lot of push from owners and operators in construction industry to actively seek for digitalization. Also, the scale of projects across globe, they are increasing day by day. So digitalization is inevitable from that perspective. Also, the competition is increasing. So everyone wants to make sure their workflow and their project management and construction execution is as optimal as possible. So to enable all this, you definitely need digitalization. And let's look at the overall workflow and the data that's generated in a construction project. So at the bottom, you can see different phases of a construction project. In the initial phases, most of the things will be done on a computer, just a desktop, few documents till you go to initiation process. At initiation process, other things will come into play, like drones or surveying equipment or laser scans. So you start generating more data about site, what was it before construction, how the soil is, and all that stuff. So as you go into project execution, now that data even starts getting bigger and bigger because you have data generated from construction equipments, you have data generated from worker movements, procurement, and whatnot. You also have definitely the design data, the 3D model based on which you will be constructing. And as you go towards the maintenance mode or operation mode, the data wanes, and then again, it starts getting built up in a different form. So in operation and maintenance, you have data coming from sensors. You have data coming from maintenance reports. So with that variety of data and that complexity, where we are at in construction industry right now in terms of getting automated data flow for this entire life cycle of an asset, we are far away from it. So currently, if you go and look into an actual construction contractor and what's happening in there is a team whose job is to go and scour the data, manual extraction of data, and feed it into a system, and then create a report. So the frequency of report is maybe bi-weekly or monthly. In best case, it's a weekly report. But if you look at the expectation from the management, they want to see the heartbeat of the project. They want to know what's happening in the project right now, where the construction equipments are right now, what are the risks for today, not looking at the report 2 weeks later and figure out, oh, we missed this, or we are delayed, or we should have done this 2 weeks before. So with our analytics solution, we are trying to change it. We are trying to make the heartbeat available to the stakeholders as soon as possible. So we are building 3 different types of insights for different phases of construction project. So as you can see, you have design, then going to construction into operation. We have something called project insights and asset insights. We created digital twin for different phases of this project. So for design and construction, we created a digital twin concept called project twin, and for operations, it's a performance twin. So once your project gets constructed, it's get handed over and it transforms into a performance twin. And this kind of aligns with what we are seeing in construction industry, the trend that we are seeing in construction industry too. So, I mean, traditionally, construction industry has this model of EPC, which is engineering, procurement, and construction. Now it's evolving to EPCM, which is engineering, procurement, construction, and maintenance. So imagine a conference center like this, the contractor will offer 10-year maintenance on what they have built. So that's just like having maintenance on your home, the 10-year warranty. So on the big projects, contractors are offering it. And to offer that effectively, they need to have good access to the design data, to the construction data in the operation phase. That way they can act on it in more efficient way. Now, further to the point that Elon mentioned, build versus buy. So when we started looking at all these analytic service, we started with building them by ourselves. So we had 5 to 6 different teams in Bentley Systems. They were all trying to create with their own dashboarding system. They had their own backend. They had different open source JavaScript libraries doing charts and whatnot. And we soon figured out that's not most efficient way to solve this problem. We then evaluated where it makes sense to build our own solution and where it makes sense to go with Power BI. So with Power BI, there is so much flexibility, and the backend is taken care of for you, and it's just smooth. But we've still found that whenever it is a case where you have a lot of 3D visualizations that you want to depend on in your dashboards, building your own solution is still effective. And we are trying to change that. I'll show that in the demo. Also, in some cases, when your schema is really not standardized, like you have different forms, that's one of the cases that we are facing right now, which appears to be so much varied in the schema content that the normal table cannot be generated. Maybe in one-off cases like this, Power BI embedded wasn't the right solution. So with this, I will jump on to demo. Let's see if it pops up correctly. All right. So what you're seeing here is our first analytics service. Remember, I showed you 3 services: project insights, design insights, and asset insights. So in construction project, maybe I'll make this full screen yeah. In a construction project, it is very workflow centric, because the documents that you are providing they are the deliverables of your contract. So imagine for this building, if I'm doing something, if I'm changing a layout, I need to make sure it satisfies the fire requirement, it satisfies maybe other safety requirement, it is compliant to the structural integrity of this building and all that stuff. So that's why there's a review process in construction. You cannot just make a change and let it go to construction. And that review process is captured over here. So what you're seeing over here is all the documents that are present in that project and the state of those documents. So these documents, they have not been assigned any values. These documents are for client approval. They're already sent to client. And some of these documents are work in progress. Some of them are being reviewed, so on and so forth. So this shows you the state of your current project. And this has been used by our users, AECOM. We'll see their testimony in a bit once I'm done with the demo. And now you can literally drill down into the data. This is all Power BI embedded. So maybe I'll take a step back and show you how do we get to this portal. So this is our dashboard, project dashboard, where you will see all the cloud services offered by Bentley, and Project Insights is one of the cloud services that user will go to, and we just recently launched a new dashboard. And now here, this frame is Power BI embedded frame, but the header is by us. The authentication is done by us. So what Alon was mentioning, all of this you can see here in live demo. Now going to an approver, here I can go and filter down by disciplines that are available. So these are the different disciplines. Let's choose civil as a discipline. And I can see who are the person or who are the colleagues involved in approving. And you can see most of the documents, there is no approver assigned to it. So project manager can go in, look at the heartbeat of the project in design phase, how good we are. I mean, are things progressing as they should be, or there is a lot of delay that's evident from this. So, and you can further drill down on an individual user and figure out what is the state of different documents that is here. Now what we did, we shipped this as a default template for our users. And many of our users said, default is great, but our project needs this custom visualization, or we would like to change the representation in the way we want. So we came up with this edit feature where you can start editing on the web itself. So you can add your own page. So I can duplicate this, and this is my own report. You can start changing maybe the types of graphs, or you have access to all your data over here. So you can start creating your own dashboard based on the data that's available to you. So our users now, they don't need to have Power BI license at all. They don't even need to install Power BI desktop. They can do all of this in our cloud app. And many times, they don't even know it's Power BI. That's the beauty of it. Many of our users, they think this is a Bentley application, and that's so cool. Like we get to brag on behalf of, on the efforts of Microsoft for this. So this is really powerful. Now let's go back to the demo, and I would like to show you what our users are saying.
At AECOM, Project Insights is now in production across around about 30 of our major infrastructure projects. It's delivering a new perspective and immediacy to the analysis of our project performance that's never been seen before. Project Insights is set to be a game changer across AECOM and the wider industry, enabling more proactive project management and ultimately allowing us to deliver a better quality digital deliverable to our clients.
Yeah, so that was AECOM, one of our leading user, and they are changing the construction industry in Europe and across the globe. So with this analytics is at the document level. So you are tracking the document. But what about analytics for data that's inside a document, right? Like these days, if you write something on Google Docs, you get this Explorer. I think it's Explorer, but there's that analytics feature. You click on it, or a Google spreadsheet, and it starts popping out all the information automatically, what's inside your document, or even I think that might be available on Office too. So this is something, this is the next step of analytics, design insights, where we are now scouring the engineering data itself and populating dashboards based on the data that's available in those documents. So imagine for this building, you want to find out what is the quantity of concrete in all columns like these, so I can do my costing and scheduling better. So this dashboard will do that. So we have built that project digital twin, as I was mentioning to you before, and what that enables us to do is to create a dashboard like this. We can contextualize all the design elements in a construction project, and we can provide active dashboards where a project manager or construction manager can start looking at the heartbeat of that project, can start looking at what design decisions are being made right from the get-go. So this particular service is still under construction, will be soon going on to production, maybe end of this quarter. And moving on to operation insights. this is where what Alan was mentioning, the custom visualization that we built, that comes into play. The point that I made before, that custom visualization, switching back to slide, the high dependency on 3D graphics. So with that custom visualization, we at Bentley are trying to solve this problem, where even if you have 3D graphics and you want to use Power BI, it shouldn't be the hindrance, right? So again, going back to full screen, what we got here is an actual bridge model. This bridge exists in state of Ohio. This data we got from Ohio Department of Transportation from Ohio. And they have their inspection report. So every 6 months or year or every quarter, whatever the frequency is, someone goes out and inspects how the condition of bridge is. And we created this dashboard based on their inspection. So this is, again, Power BI embedded. The slicer that you see on the left, that's Power BI embedded. We can even expand that checklist or slicer, and you will see different types of whatever quantities or whatever grouping our user wants to do. So here, under structures, they want to categorize different parts of that bridge. And the beauty of this is, I can highlight based on what's just being selected. Now I can go and only select what's been failed. And I can inspect the 3D visualization inside Power BI. This is all done by custom visualization. And the feedback that we got from Ohio DOT is this is great, because when they want to present something to lawmakers saying it's a problem in our infrastructure, and when they just present to them reports which are made up from Excel or just Word document, it doesn't give them good context of what's happening in reality. With a 3D visualization like this, you can imagine the presentation can be so fantastic. I mean, there is no explanation needed what's going on with your infrastructure project. And even to take this step further, this is something we are still developing. It's work in progress. But now you can see we are trying to tackle much more larger 3D models. So this is our internal test model, where it has a train station, and it has the railway bridge and a track. And a big model like this, we can now render in Power BI embedded. And we will be soon delivering to our users, where they can interact, they can highlight stuff on their bars and charts, and it will automatically filter out things in the visualization itself. So with that, switching back to my slides, the demo that I just showed you, that was this iModel.js viewer. That iModel.js is the open source visualization library we launched this year. So if you guys are interested in developing something which has a 3D viewer, or you think this kind of solution fits your business need, then we have an open source library. You can grab it. We are also planning to release our iModel.js viewer, the custom visualization that I demoed, to Power BI Marketplace soon. So it will be interesting. So to summarize, we at Bentley Systems, we have rock-solid commitment to Power BI. We tried to reinvent the wheel on our own. We created our own dashboards, and we figured out that's not the optimum way. We shouldn't invest on the technology that's so much available from Microsoft. Rather, we should start focusing on business need, how we can even take that technology further with 3D visualization that we built. And even, who knows, going forward, there might be 4D visualization, right, with HoloLens and all that stuff. So it's really exciting to be part of construction industry right now. We see Power BI as a long-term solution. We have our plans with Power BI, may that be Power BI Desktop or Power BI Embedded, for next 2 years already laid out. And I think dashboarding and visualizations like this with Power BI, they will definitely help digitalization in construction industry. And I think Microsoft will play a key role taking construction industry and advancing it through the digital age. So thanks, everyone. And we'll take the questions maybe at the end of the session. Back to you, Alon.
Thank you. Thank you, Costa. Wow, it was really nice to see it. You know, we made products, and then we see how folks really use it. So it's really amazing. Okay, I'll drill down a little bit into product pillars and capabilities, and show you how to start quick. So what is Power BI Embedded actually? Power BI Embedded is actually a set of APIs. Power BI API, which are REST APIs, Azure APIs, and the Power BI JavaScript API on top of two platforms. One is Power BI, and the other is Azure. And all of this is connected to all the data sources supported by Power BI, so we enjoy the hundreds of data sources that Power BI enjoys, and your application. So the Power BI APIs manage all the analytics and the embed reports, dashboard, and visuals. Azure APIs, ARM APIs, Azure Resource Management APIs, they manage the capacity, scale up, scale down, pause, resume, all the goodies that allows you flexible pricing and flexible usage can be done by the Azure APIs for automation. And we have the Power BI JavaScript APIs to allow you interact between the client, your app, and the reports, the visualization, and vice versa. This is showing you a typical SaaS application with its layers. It has a storage layer, the application logic, and the UI, the tenancy model, the permission logic, and the user. And each app drives specific value for users. And what's good in Power BI Embedded, that it can integrate with the application in every layer. In the storage layer, in the workflow layer, in the UI, we have APIs for every layer, and we can integrate within the application logic. So starting with data connectivity, as I said, we enjoy over 90, I think it's over 100 already, of data connectors supported by Power BI, and in various modes, direct query or cached model, real-time, cloud or on-premise, and on top of that, we manage data set, data sources, connection strings with Power BI APIs. So you can do many things on the fly, connecting to your customers' data sources with different connection strings, everything automatic. We build in-context analytics. As I said, we use the bidirectional API to increase engagement, and I will demonstrate it. You integrate into the workflow of the application to create actions from insights. And drilling down a little bit to the Power BI JavaScript API. So at the side, as Kostov showed you, you have the client application, your client application, enterprise application, or ISV application. Inside, you have the embedded report, and the embedded report is within the iframe boundary. So you see you have the application, the client, you have the iframe inside the report, and with using the JavaScript APIs, the report and the client interacts between themselves. You can control what's happening in the report from outside, and you can also get events from users touching the reports and use it for actions from insights. So I'll now go and demonstrate a little bit of the JavaScript APIs and some of the REST APIs. We have simulators, very nice tools to show them both. 6 is mine, I think, right? Okay, so the tool, public tool that allows you to play or explore the JavaScript API is called Power BI Embedded Playground. You can reach it very quickly by typing AKMS PBI.js, so it's very easy. It's public. You go to this tool, And in this tool, you can see all the embeddable entities, all the entities that we embed. We can embed in applications, reports, specific visuals of report, Q&A, sample dashboard, and a tile. All of those are embeddable. If I'll get inside a report for an example, you can see here 3 small frames and a big one at the bottom. The big one at the bottom is actually the iframe of a web application. It's now empty. And the 3, I'll start from the left. One is to simulate a view mode or edit mode or create mode of a report. So you can run, if I click run on a report will be embedded at the bottom, and you will be able to interact with this report. So you can run it with view, edit, or create mode. And you can use our report, our sample report, with this embed token, the embed URL, and the report ID, or you can use your own report. You can upload your own report and play with your own reports, simulate interactions using JavaScript APIs. So if I choose the view mode and I run, and by the way, you see all the code in the middle frame. You can copy the code, it's free. You can copy it to your application. I'm now running a code of embedding, and you see in the iframe in the bottom, there's a sample report, a nice Power BI report, but it's not in Power BI, it's embedded in a web application. And I'm now simulating a user which is not a Power BI user, but can enjoy all the goodies of Power BI. Like, for instance, the tooltip, or drilled through, as you see, drilled through another page, or even a Q&A. You know, I'm clicking on Q&A, and you see in at the upper right frame, you see the events. Because each time the user clicks the report, it fires an event. So the ISV or the enterprise can collect those events and do things with them. So for instance, this is a Q&A. You can have a predefined questions within the embedded report. So if you click on a predefined question, you see a report embedded at the middle. It takes time now. OK, this is the report. I can choose another question. I can ask a related question myself. I can edit questions. And I don't know anything about Power BI. So I can use a Q&A. You see, every time there's a rendering, there's a rendered event here in the log. What else? Of course, I have all the slicers, nice slicers and filters of Power BI. But that's only part of it. This is only playing with a single report. You can also interact with the report using APIs, JavaScript APIs. So if I click on the Interact tab, you will see all or most of the JavaScript APIs that we provide to our customers to manipulate the reports of their users. Okay? So there are some very regular APIs like print. If I click print, I see the code here, I run it, and I can just create by API printing the report. I can refresh the report, load events. Let's go down to other APIs. I can get an ID, but that's not in navigation. I can set page of a report. For instance, if I click on a report set page, and you see right now I'm in the market share page. If I click on the set page and I set it to another page, I can run the API, and you see the report changed to the YTD category page. So I can use the navigation APIs. I can also use filters and slicers. And whenever you see the new, it means that it's a relatively new capability. And it also means that this playground is evolving. Every time we have a new API, and we are dropping APIs all the time, it will appear here. This is like a production application, and we deploy new APIs all the time. So you can, for instance, set a slicer. Let's go to the other page, just to show you an example. OK, So you see, for instance, there is the slicer here. There is the slicer of a date. And if I click on set slicer and run it, I can define a new slicer. You see the slicer changed to the definition of a new slicer. So with APIs, you can set new slicers. You can also set report filters. For instance, if I look at the product here at this table, it has a central, east, and west. I want to filter only by west, and also here. So take back the slicer, just a second. And I set the report filter. You see all the code here. You can copy the code to your application as a start. And many of our customers, that's the way they began. They began with sample reports, and they copied the API's code from here, and they started to insert buttons or APIs, and then they evolved. So for instance, set page filters, I click on it, I run, and you see it's now west. It's now filtered to west because I set the filter to only to west, also at here. And I can also remove page filters, and it's coming back to a central, east, and west product. So this is manipulating with filters and slicers, many manipulations. Let's go to edit and save. As Custom showed you, you can provide the users or part of the user, not all the users, edit or create mode. So you can use it by APIs. So to enter an edit mode, there is an API, enter edit mode. I select it, and when I run it, you will see the visualization and fields pane appear. Now I can edit everything here. You know, I can select a report, I can change it. Let's change it to line. I can edit. Takes it time. I can edit and then, of course, save it. Network is not optimum here. But after it renders, yeah, okay, here it is, it's changed. And I can now, as a user, I can save the report, save my report. So the ISV or the enterprise saves reports for the users with edit or create mode. So each user can have its own reports, different than the golden reports the ISV provided. Okay, let's continue. Menu extension. Oh, menu extension is a nice one. You know that in Power BI service, let's just go back to the regular report. Okay. So interact. Okay. You know that Power BI has an option menu. The regular optional menu looks something like this. Export data, show data, spotlight, sort. It's something fixed in the service, Power BI service. It's the 3 points that you click on. The same, you have a custom menu, also fixed. But with Power BI embedded, you can manipulate the menu. You can shorten it. You can eliminate a few things, like you don't want your end users to export data. You can just eliminate the export. And you can add commands. So let's see how I extend the option menu. I have an API to extend the option menu. I click run. And then when I go now to the option menu and I click, you see there's another one, plus, embed option menu. So I can add commands here. And this is a way to interact between the report and the logic of the application. I will show an example of insight to action. This is something that, of course, the service, Power BI service cannot do. It's an example. I can put many commands. I can put the commands up. I can manipulate everything with the APIs. Let's see if we have something with layout. No, apply custom layout. I will show it in the showcase. How can I manipulate with the layout of the visual? Bookmarks, if you know, bookmarks in Power BI service. We support bookmarks in Power BI embedded service as well. You can do many things, many nice things with bookmarks. And now I will show another thing. It's okay, as I said in the beginning, this is public. You can play it yourself and explore. We also have the showcase tab. The showcases are like experiences that we are showing, demonstrating our capabilities. So a nice one is dynamic report layout. If you click start, a report is now embedded in the iframe, in the right frame. As you see, everything, you can copy the code of everything by get code. You go to GitHub and copy the code if you want to have this kind of capabilities in your application. And there is documentation for everything. Now this explores the custom layout API. The APIs that allows ISVs and enterprises to design the layout of the visualization page of each of their users. So each of the users, they can change the layout, change the position, change what visualization of which page is shown and what is not shown. Now I'm clicking outside in the application, and I'm just setting the layout of the page that the customer, the user sees. For each user, it can be, of course, differently. I can manipulate, or I can control the size of the layout, the position of the layout. I can do it for a desktop and for a tablet or for mobile. I didn't mention at the beginning, but everything is embedded in mobile as well. We embed in mobile, in desktop, and in tablets, and in every, we can customize the size of each visual. So you can try it with get code. I'll go to another showcase. Okay, I go to another showcase. Let's go to capture share bookmarks. No, insight to action is a nice one because it exemplifies the way we use the extended menu to get things outside of Power BI. So this is an example of an embedded report of a small CRM application. You can see here a list of customers that are likely to churn because they didn't purchase for many days. You know, you see days since purchase. So I want to send them a coupon or something. So I can slice and dice the filter the Power BI report as a regular Power BI report, but it's embedded. And when I finish to compose the list of customers I want to get action to them, I go to the option menu, I click on it, and you see it's not the regular Power BI service option menu. I took out many of the commands, and I added a command which called start campaign. This is something that interacts between the report and the application. So if I click the start campaign, I have a list here, a new list. And this list is now already outside of Power BI. So I use two APIs here. I use the menu extension API to add the command, but I also use export data API to export data from Power BI, the data of the names of the customers and their countries, and I combine it with data that I have in the application of the email and the phone. Now this is only an example. Of course, in real life you won't see it because it's personal. And now I am in an application. I can select the final list of the users and send them a coupon by mail or by SMS or by anything. Also inserting their customer name. So this was just an example of how I use the capabilities of Power BI embedded for insight to action. And you can get the code and the documentation. Now, this was just a short demonstration of the Power BI JavaScript APIs. We have many other things to show. But I want to show you a little bit or one example of the REST APIs. So I'll go to Power BI REST APIs documentation. You see a list of the Power BI REST APIs at the left. The admin APIs, I think there's over 100 APIs here for within categories. And what's nice, we have a new tool to try this, to try those APIs, to simulate them, try them, and guess how the tool is called. The tool is called Try It. So if I go to an example to reports, and I want to see, to get the data of all the reports that I have in a workspace in my Power BI account, I go to get reports. Okay, this is the API, get reports. I click on it, and you see all the details of the API. You can copy, etc., and you can also try it. When I click on try it, I'm actually signing in to my account, and I can simulate. I can click on run, and it will go to my account and provide me all the reports that I have, all the reports that I have in my account. This is, for instance, my account. I'll show you my account. Power BI, Power BI service, okay. Okay, so I have this workspace, and it provides me all the reports of a specific that I have here in my workspace. In this example, it provides me all those reports, the 4 reports. Those 4 reports, it provides me by API. And you can use this, try it with others, actually with all the APIs. So it allows you to explore not only the JavaScript APIs, as I showed in the playground, but also all the REST APIs. All the REST APIs have try it, and you can try and use it. I think I have only a few minutes left, so I'll continue. Here. Okay, it's here. So I showed you the JavaScript APIs and the REST APIs. And in the 2 minutes I have, I'll show you how to start. How you start Power BI embedded very quickly if you don't know anything. So there's actually 4 steps. The first steps in the left is create, download Power BI desktop for free, of course. Connect to your data source, and start to create analytics. Create your analytics. When you create your analytics, you will need to publish it to Power BI service. In order to publish it, you need, I think, a Power BI Pro license. We also have ways to start without Power BI Pro license, but that's advanced. So Power BI Pro license that used to be mandatory is not mandatory anymore, but that's more advanced. After you create your provision or you publish your report or your dashboard, you go to provision. You set up your embedded solution, and that's very easy. I'll show you how to do it in a second. That will be my last thing, I think. Yeah. And then you embed and build using the REST APIs and JavaScript API, and you deploy to production. When you deploy to production, you need to purchase a capacity from Azure and assign the capacity to the workspace of your reports. So in the 2 minutes I have, I'll show you how to set up an embedded solution in 2 minutes, I hope. Yeah. Let's go to it. I go to something we call Power BI onboarding tool. It's also public. I need to switch. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So this is a public tool. Set up your embedding environment. I go to embed for your customers. Okay. You see, I have a wizard here. The wizard actually uses APIs, our APIs. So you sign into Power BI. I already signed in. Alon Demo is my account. I click next. I'm registering my application. Let's call it Embas Alon. Okay. And I provide the API access. I can grant read-only API, read and write APIs, or also create APIs, or select all. Click register. Now I create a workspace using the REST API of creating workspaces. Let's call the workspace Embas Alon. This is a regular Power BI workspace. So I create an app workspace. Okay. Now I can upload my Power BI X file or a sample Power BI report. So just for the time that I don't have anymore, I will import a sample Power BI report. And I will grant permissions. It's another step that needs to be done with Azure. accept. And that's it. That's it. Now I can download a sample app. I'm downloading a sample app. And the sample app is populated with all these details, the workspace ID, the report ID, and everything that I have entered here. And when I go to the sample app, for instance, in Visual Studio, I can see my report. Let's see how much time it will take now. Okay. Okay, I click on Embed Report, and there I have my web app. This is simulation, so it's only a local, but I have the report embedded here. This is the report. It's embedded. You have an embedded report in like 5 minutes. Now you can go to the playground and copy snippets and just play with it. And many of our customers, that's the way they started. Then they evolve, and now they are more advanced than us. But that's the way. So I think that will be, maybe I'll have another slide. Just no, I don't have much time. So we have like 5 minutes for Q&A. We have the developer resources that I will send you. You don't need to take I think the deck is available to you. But those are the most important resources of Power BI. And you can ask questions now. Yes, you can ask both of us.
So does Power System needed for Power Apps?
The question was if this can work with Power Apps.
No, did Power BI embedding functionality require you to embed this into Power Apps?
No, Power Apps is not connected to this. It's like embedding Power BI in web apps. Power Apps is out of this. Yeah.
Is there any API for refreshing data set?
An API for?
Refreshing the data set?
Yes, yeah. The refresh APIs, yes, sure.
Click on a button and manually
Yes. Refresh API. Yeah. Another question, yeah? Yes. We have RLS for everything, for cache data and for direct query, SQL or AS. It's all documented. So RLS is totally supported, yes. Did you catch the question?
So multi-tenant SaaS app, yeah, so what we are doing, like on the edit, we are saving that report to the user workspace.
Yeah.
But then we still haven't figured out when you, let's say, update the base template, what happens to that saved report, right? So we ship our base template and we let user create their own and save it in their own space. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. The trial period or in the period that you don't need to buy capacity, you use the shared capacity, When you go to prod, you purchase Azure capacity and flexible. You start from A1, $1 per hour, and you can scale up after. Yeah. Other questions? Yeah. Wow, I can't hear you. Just a second.
Paginated report. Support for paginated report.
Oh, paginated reports. Okay, so in few days, we'll announce the support of paginated report for Power BI users, not this model, not for non-Power BI users. And then the next phase, we don't have dates to share yet. We'll support also the same model of non-Power BI user for paginated reports because we are committed to, as Power BI, we are committed to paginated report as well. The paginated reports for non-Power BI users will be available in a few months. For Power BI users. For non-Power BI users, in a few months. For Power BI users, in a few days. In a few days, if you're an enterprise and you have an internal application for your user, for your Power BI users, you will be able to embed paginated reports. For non-Power BI users, for ISV customers, it's going to take more time. Yeah, other questions? So edit mode in phone layout, Aviv? Okay, thank you. Other questions? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At the end here, you showed kind of like the sign-up page and creating like a sample version or something like that. Does that automatically create like the capacity then in Azure on our side? Like how does that work as far
No, this is without creating capacities. You're asking if this wizard is also creating capacities?
Yes.
So this wizard, no, because you start, when you develop, you don't need a capacity. It's free. You start free. You maybe need a 1 Pro license, but you start for free. Only when you go to production, you purchase capacity, and you need to purchase in Azure a capacity. So this wizard covers only a proof of concept, for the beginning. Yep. You can come here. They didn't provide a mic here for the audience. Yeah, sure. But it doesn't, just a second. We still don't have an API to define what you define in desktop, in row-level security. You still need to do manually, to connect between users and rules. And you still need to do manually in the desktop. In a few months, we'll have it as an API.